Curious what you mean when you say you don't officially support Lumen. If it's in the game, does that mean you support it? Really good question. And I think technically you're right, actually, because if it's in the game, it's in the game. I think when we say we don't officially support Lumen, the thing we want to sort of, it's more of explaining our stance in a way, because like the game isn't tuned with Lumen in mind. And when we had the option to be like, well, the game isn't tuned, the lighting in the game isn't tuned for Lumen, does that mean that we shouldn't add Lumen? And we were in a stance where like, I mean, it kind of works. You can play the game with Lumen, like it doesn't break anything. So we felt like, okay, let's put it in the game, but we need to make sure that people understand that like we haven't tuned the game with Lumen in mind. So, you know, if people run into issues with Lumen or if things are behaving weird with Lumen, then we just want to make our stance clear that like we haven't tuned the game, and we don't know if we'll ever have time to tune the game with Lumen in mind, because of the way our lighting monitor is set up and our atmosphere and stuff like that. So it's more of just informing you guys that like we have Lumen, but it's not something we've tuned our game for, maybe, and it's more of a wording thing here. And we found that the best way to describe it is just to say that like we don't officially support Lumen, but Lumen is available in the game. And it's like you are technically right in that like, but if it's in the game, it's supported, right? But yeah, that was just the best way we could phrase it. We feel like. Will you optimize Lumen after 1.0 and patch it well later? Also, when we say officially supported, that also means that like we've implemented Lumen, but we're not gonna keep working on it. That also goes into that whole thing where like it's not supported because we're not officially working on it still. And that is a question. I don't know what the answer is. If we'll ever like tune the lighting with Lumen in mind, we'll have to see, I guess. But at the moment, we don't plan to know. Supported means we will provide customer support if you run into issues with it. That is true. Like that is also something we don't do. Like if you're running into issues with Lumen, we're just gonna be like, we'll turn it off. Like that's the only support we can give you in that sense. So that is also true. So yeah, it's a little bit like what we mean by that, but that's now I've explained it at least, so maybe it makes sense. Is the speed of light affected by UE5 Lumen? No. Dope. That was the Q&A. Oh, I thought for a second I didn't update the agenda. Oh, my life. Lumen sets my PC on fire. What should I do? Turn it off. Turn off the whole game, in fact. Like, just rip it out. Uninstall. Remove every single trace of it.